How you guys doing? This is Stubby Johnson, and this is a video response to Steven CS6179's video, The Truth. I want to let you know, man, I watched your video and I enjoyed it a lot. I agreed with just about everything you said. I have one teeny tiny point of contention. Yeah, your basic premise is that, you know, that the best way to find the truth is by finding out what something is not, and that, you know, is not is really the key to getting to the bottom of things. I think is just as important. That's just my opinion. And I thought a fun idea for a response video would be to do the Stubby Johnson God Is video. I bet you'll have some fun with that. So anyways, prepare yourself for Stubby Johnson's 2007 God Is video. First of all, when we're talking about the concept of God, you know, you've got to get through the definitions, and a lot of people really like the word omniscient when they're talking about God, and they like that's where they focus in on. And to me, omniscient isn't really the right place to start. You know, omniscient does not happen in the human condition, man, and it's you can sit and you can ponder the idea, and you know, you can go through your logic and stuff, and it's crazy stuff. And the reality is I don't know why that's a requirement to be God. I think there are some better, you know, more common definitions of God that are a better place to start. Throughout the ages, you know, one thing you really can't deny is God is something that people worship and people have faith in. And so to me, the first real requirement of God is God's got to be something that is worth your worship and faith. Throughout history, there's been a whole lot of other definitions about God. Two of them that I like, in particular, one is God is love, and you know, that's a cop out, I guess. Everybody says, "Oh, love," you know, what, you know, why did bad things happen in the world? Well, I kind of go into good and evil in another video, so I'm not really going to go into that so much. But you know, the idea of love, separated from the idea of omniscience, because that's usually where the first argument comes from. It's simple, and if you see the concept of love, man, that's powerful. You know what having families and wives and friends and, you know, things that you love in your life, man, that's really probably the biggest part of the human experience. I mean, there's power in that, man. That's what gets people out of bed in the morning to go to work. You know, that's what keeps you alive. There's a lot of power in the concept of love. And if love is part of the definition of God in the is category, that is definitely something that I can worship and have faith in. And then the other one that I got, which is a little bit more abstract, but you see a lot in a lot of religions. You got it, at least in the four biggest ones I can think of: Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, is that God is one. And this often irritates a lot of polytheists out there, but I think it's a powerful idea. And at least the Abrahamic ones, the root word there for one is echad. And this ought to ease the mind of the polytheists out there a little bit. The word echad actually means one, more like unified. So not so much one finger, but one hand. You know, it's group, it's togetherness, it's tightness. And the concept of one, as a concept of unity, man, I think that is a very powerful idea. And unity in the world, man, that's how projects get done. That's how governments get formed, buildings get built. You know, wars get won. There's some good ones and some bad ones, but you know, that's in unity. That's where we find creation, and that's where we find the propulsion and the growth of a society, is in unity. As a race, you know, unity is what really separates the better species from those that don't have unity. It's very powerful, and if in fact unity is God, or part of God, then that is also something that I can worship and have faith in. Now, now that we've got to that point, then there's still a lot of other issues out there about God, and what I'm not answering, what we have so far is what form does that give God, and that's something I can't answer, because maybe God's just an idea, maybe God's energy, maybe God is in the sky, maybe God's in our DNA. That broad picture, I haven't actually experienced God, so I can't answer that question in my life, but I can have faith in what I know. And anyway, that's really my starting point and why I would call myself a believer in God. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Anyways, this is Stubby Johnson. I'm going to try to keep it short, and hopefully Stephen CS6179, you're feeling satisfied.